You sit in bed at 1 a.m., scrolling, knowing you should sleep, but you keep going anyway. Then the alarm hits a few hours later, and before your feet even touch the floor, you already feel exhausted. Not physically, mentally, like your brain never fully shut off, like your body slept, but your mind stayed awake all night. And honestly, that should concern you, because most men think poor sleep just makes them tired. But what happens next is the real problem. You become slower, less focused, less disciplined, less emotionally stable, and over time, less like yourself. You start forgetting things more often. You lose patience faster. You stop feeling mentally sharp. You walk into rooms and forget why you went there. You stare at your phone for 20 minutes and without even realizing it. And maybe the strangest part, you begin accepting this as normal. This is just adulthood. This is what happens after 30. No one has energy anymore. But deep down, you know something changed. You remember feeling more alive, more driven, more mentally present. And that memory quietly follows you everywhere. A man sits in his car after work, engine off, hands on the steering wheel, completely drained, not from physical labor, from mental overload, from overstimulation, from never truly recovering. And this is where many men quietly lose themselves. Because sleep isn't just recovery anymore, it's psychological survival. Think about that. Modern men are constantly stimulated. Screens, notifications, stress, artificial light, mental noise, constant pressure. Even when the body stops moving, the mind keeps running. That matters more than most men realize. Because poor sleep doesn't just affect energy, it affects identity. A tired man thinks differently, feels differently, carries himself differently, and eventually lives differently. Most men don't notice the decline until it becomes their personality. Low patience, low motivation, low emotional control, low discipline. And the scary part? It happens slowly enough that most men adapt to it. That's what makes it dangerous. You stop asking, "Why do I feel this way?" and start saying, "This is just who I am now." But it's not always who you are. Sometimes, it's who exhaustion turned you into. A man lies in bed exhausted, but still can't stop scrolling. One more video, one more post, one more distraction. His body is begging for rest, but his brain has been overstimulated for so long. Silence almost feels uncomfortable now. Think about that. Modern life rewards overstimulation, then punishes men for the burnout that follows. And honestly, most people miss this completely. They focus only on productivity. But very few talk about recovery, real recovery, mental recovery. Because sleep isn't only physical restoration, it's emotional regulation, cognitive clarity, hormonal balance, focus, impulse control, discipline. Everything connects. And what happens next is the dangerous part. A chronically exhausted man becomes easier to distract, easier to demotivate, easier to disconnect from purpose. That's why poor sleep quietly affects masculine presence. Not overnight. Slowly. You stop feeling grounded. You stop feeling emotionally stable. You stop feeling mentally sharp. And eventually, you stop feeling powerful inside your own life. Maybe you've felt this yourself. You wake up tired, drink caffeine, push through the day, come home mentally exhausted, then overstimulate yourself again late at night. And the cycle repeats, day after day, month after month, year after year, until burnout starts feeling normal. And honestly, that's the modern male routine for millions of men. A man sits at dinner with family, but mentally he's somewhere else. Distracted, flat, emotionally absent. Not because he doesn't care, because his nervous system never truly recovered. Nobody talks enough about that. Most men think strength is built only in the gym, but mental sharpness is built during recovery too. A well-rested man thinks more clearly, speaks more calmly, handles stress better, makes better decisions, feels more emotionally grounded. That matters. Because masculine energy is deeply connected to mental clarity, and sleep affects that clarity more than most men realize. But here's what most men never realize. Poor sleep changes behavior before it changes the body. You become more impulsive, more distracted, less disciplined, less emotionally resilient, and eventually, less connected to yourself. That's why so many men today feel mentally scattered all the time. Not broken, scattered. Fragmented attention, constant stimulation, mental fatigue. And this is where modern life becomes dangerous for men, because distracted men are easier to control, easier to manipulate, easier to keep passive. Think about that. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean every problem comes from sleep. But ignoring recovery completely, that has consequences. Your brain was never designed for constant stimulation, constant scrolling, constant stress, constant digital noise. Yet that's exactly how millions of men live every day now. And over time, their minds quietly pay the price. The good news, awareness changes things. A man who recognizes the problem begins reclaiming control, not instantly, not magically, but intentionally. And intentional men usually rebuild themselves differently. They protect sleep. They reduce overstimulation. They stop flooding their minds late at night. They rebuild structure, routine, recovery, discipline. And slowly, they begin feeling mentally clear again. That's important. Because masculine recovery often starts quietly too. A better night of sleep, a calmer nervous system, more mental clarity, more focus, more presence. And eventually, a stronger man starts reappearing. The scary part is how normal exhaustion has become, but normal doesn't always mean healthy. And deep down, most men already know that. When did you first notice your sleep affecting your energy or mindset? And do you think modern life is quietly exhausting men mentally? I genuinely like to hear your perspective in the comments. In the next video, we're going to break down the dopamine trap that's making men weak. If you're the kind of man who refuses to decline quietly, subscribe to the Male Advantage. This content is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions or undergoing medical testing.